Hello everybody, it's Christy. Happy Monday. It is Craftin' Monday. I am here. I'm excited to be here. I hope you guys will join me. We are going to make a cute Mother's Day gift. We're going to do at least 2 Mother's Day crafts before the end of the week. And then you guys have to remember, it is Teachers Week and it is Nurses Week. So I don't know why they made them both on the same week. I think that kind of cheats the poor people. But it's Teachers Week, it is Nurses Week, and it's Mother's Day. So all the women in your life, and if you're a teacher and a male, sorry. you guys too. You guys, I ran over to Dollar Tree because I was looking for cookie sheets and I couldn't find them. And now I'm feeling the pain of never finding cookie sheets. Because I always saw them at my Dollar Tree, of course, until I needed them, and then I don't find them anymore. I've been to 2 Dollar Trees. So I'm going to try to hit up one more tonight because I really need the cookie sheet for tomorrow's craft, which we are going to do. But I wanted to kind of show you, I ran over to Hobby Lobby because it's right next door. I wanted to show you what I got. Check your Hobby Lobbies because they have these clearance lanterns and candles and all kinds of things. I found this candle holder that is adorable. It is a bird cage. We are going to be crafting with this one night, and it like the little door opens, and I love this. Hello, Diane. How are you? Diana, sorry. I always mix up Diane and Diana. This was $4.24. So as you can see, that is a really good deal. And this would actually make a perfect centerpiece for Mother's Day if you put flowers and stuff in it. That's what I think I'm going to use it for because I'm hosting a little lunch here. Okay, so Dollar Tree has these now for your traveling friends, okay? You've got a lotion bottle and then you've got a spritzer. Well, I'm going to stick this with my watercolor paints because we're going to start doing some more of the trading cards, and I've got some watercolor. So that's what we're using this little spray bottle for, so I can put it with my scrapbooking stuff. And it's got a little seal top thing on it, so that was definitely worth the $1. You guys, we're going to be making something primitive with these, with the star bowls. I got the red. It does come too for the $1.25. All you need to do is, the only other thing that you need to buy besides stuff you already have in your stash is some tapered candles like this. And this is also at the Dollar Tree. They're the emergency candle ones. So we shall see. It does need batteries though. I need to get some batteries for these. But we're going to be doing something Americana and primitive with those. And I got these to craft with. Never seen them before. These were actually in the aisle with like the sewing stuff. But you guys, I love them. If you don't want to do clay, or if you don't have clay, these are good in a pinch, and they only come out to be $1, so I got those. You guys, look in your scrapbook section of your Dollar Tree. Hello, Nicole. Hi, Mom. They have the adhesive dots. You guys know we're going to be doing cards now, so make sure you get those. Stock up on a couple of those, and I found the cutest stamps. This is like a watering can and like a little box and different sayings. There's a butterfly on here. This is garden. This is from Dollar Tree. It's worth it alone just for that sunflower, but I like the rest of it that go with it, so I picked that up. And then last but not least, I did get another thing of red tape because we're going to be using that, but I got I know these weren't on sale yet. Americana is not on sale yet, but I did get these for $3. To me, it's worth it for all of our signs and Americana crafts that we make. So those are the other things I got. So I just wanted to show you real quick. We are crafting though. Now, if you have a mother, a grandmother, or a motherly figure that sews, tonight's craft is for you. So let me grab my fabric. I did pre-make one. And then I gotta get my paintbrushes out. But this is what we're gonna be making, you guys. Hello. Okay, I know there's a lot of crafters on right now. I don't usually go live on Mondays. Not all the time, but I wanted to today. Okay, so this is what we're going to be crafting, you guys. This is a little teacup, okay? It is a little teacup with the handle. This is still drying, but it's a little teacup with the handle. And I made a little pin cushion for all of our sewing moms out there. See all the little needles in there? Okay, so this is where we're going to be crafting. So it's just a cute little pin cushion other than like, you know, the tomato. And I know there's different kinds out there, but we can make our own. Okay, so this is what you'll need. Fabric, stuffing, which I have to go get. It's like across the room. And these came to 4 in a pack. They still have these at Dollar Tree. They came out at springtime. Or you can use the Peat Pot if you don't have these bigger ones. Your circle would be a different size, but that's okay. We'll go over that. We're just going to use one of these. And look, we still have extra. Excuse my dog. She's doing her thing again. Hello, Christine Day. How are you? Okay. You guys, we're making this tonight. We're making a little teacup pin cushion. That is what we're making. It's a little Mother's Day gift. And any age can do this. I'm telling you, any age. All right, that's enough. They gotta protect their house, y'all. Okay, so I was working on this a little bit earlier to prep, and I did not wash my paintbrush off. Bad me. So here I am. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and paint this. Now I would do 2 coats. I was in here earlier on my lunch break, and I did only do 1 coat, but I definitely recommend 2 coats. So I'm not gonna really do the 2 coats tonight. I do need to put a little bit more glue on there, but then this is what it'll look like when it's done. So we're just gonna use chalk paint. You can use regular acrylic paint and put the baking powder or baking soda in there if you want. However you want to do it, whatever works best for you. That's what happens when you have dogs, you guys. Their little hairs get in your paintbrush. I'm so good. You're doing good, Kristen. Thanks for joining me. Oh, that's lovely. I always get a phone call in the middle of this. You could use a little bit of Mod Podge prior to putting that on. I'm not going to do it. But it does make it stick to the plastic a little bit more. So you get a little bit more coverage. But we're just going to do the 1 layer. So we are just going to paint this baby away. I was going to not do it and do it live, but I wanted to see how it was going to turn out first before I did anything. So that's why we'll make 2 of them. And then you just paint it away. Now these already have like a little design on them. They're not that bad looking, but if you don't like the design, you could do what I did and put like lace or whatever ribbon in the middle. I didn't really go hunting for all of my ribbon to see what I liked best, but I want you guys to be creative. So I'm not going to give you like any suggestions on that. I want you guys to get creative and choose your own. You can use your mom's favorite color or whoever the gift is for. You can use their favorite color. Now, I want to talk to you about something, guys. I know some of us don't have our moms anymore, and it's very heartbreaking. But you guys know you could always honor your mom any day of the week, any day of the year, not just on Mother's Day. But they never truly leave you, and you can honor them however you want. So I just had to give us that little tidbit there, because it's important. It's important to know that you're loved and you're still thought of. So even when you're gone, it is okay. Last year, I actually did a tier tray for my grandmother, who was like my mom. And I did a tier tray honoring her. And I used all of her favorite stuff, her trinkets, pictures, anything that represented her. So I will probably repost that video because I know it's hard for us I know it's really hard for us this time of year for some of us. So all right, so I'm just going round and round and round, and I'm painting this away. Like I said, definitely like dry in between the coats and put 2. That's my recommendation, but I'm just going to do it for live tonight, so you guys will get the picture. It'll definitely look better with 2 layers. Now, you are going to want to go around the brim in a little bit inside and out, just so that that brown isn't showing. Now, I haven't seen it in another color. I think there may have been like a darker color. But you can make these any color you want. You can also make these into little mushrooms and just use like a little like red and white top on it. So we are going to just brush away. I am almost done, you guys. I know it gets a little boring when I paint. And I am getting paint on me, but that's all right. I'm gonna kind of hold it in the middle so I can go around the edges a little bit more. All right, so just a good coat to cover it. You see what I did, okay? Hi, Dad. I almost said your first name because I'm so used to reading names. Hello, Dad. How are you? I am crafting away, trying to give some Mother's Day ideas out here for the people. Okay, so you're going to let that dry, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a circular anything. Either you can use, I think I used this part, or you can use the bigger part, whatever you want. And you're going to put it on your fabric. We're going to let this dry over here. Oops. If I don't get it all over me first. I need a bigger table, you guys. Hi, Sandra. Sandra, I'm so proud of you. I was watching you live, girl. I was over here tearing up with you, and I love you, and I was so proud of you. And I love that poem that you gave everybody. I think it was so cute. Such a beautiful poem. I'm okay, girl. I survived Monday. Today was absolutely crazy. Hello, Debbie. Welcome, Debbie. We're making this is a Mother's Day craft for any of you that have joined. Mother's Day, grandmother, anybody that's like a mother figure in your life that is sewing, that's a sewer. This is what we're making. It is a little coffee or teacup pin cushion. That is what we're making. We're making them out of the Dollar Tree little pots. Okay, I've been actually wanting to do this for a long time. And I was like, I don't know, I got in my craft room today and started playing around on my lunch break as I was watching Sandra. And I was like, we're going to do this tonight because this is a good Mother's Day type craft. Okay, so all I'm doing, you guys, and I'm going to find like my edge. Excuse my hair. I know I need to get it redone. I'm going to go ahead and just put a little circular on it. So you could use any size. The bigger the better though, because you want to let's kind of grab everything together so it makes that little cushion at the top. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just tracing it. I'm tracing it on the opposite side of that, and then we're going to cut it out. And I love this blue and white fabric. That's why I chose the white Waverly chalk paints, because it just goes, it's a good contrast with the blue. Oh, you're welcome, Sandra. Girl, I know. I think about my grandmother all the time, and it's hard, but I think we're allowed to have those emotions, and there's nothing to be embarrassed about, and it just makes you human. And they never really leave us. They're always a part of us. And that's what I keep telling myself, so I totally get it. But I was just saying, you can honor your mother anytime, any day, anywhere, all the time. You do not need to have just your, just a little holiday to honor. But last year I made a tier tray honoring my grandmother, and it was awesome. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do it again this year. Just to do a little honor of Mother's Day. If they're not here, you can honor them. And then I just put like her favorite flower, all of her favorite stuff and pictures on the tier tray with some beads, or like their rosary beads if you have them. It's perfect. Okay, so now we have our little circle. I did make a little one earlier, so you can do them with the peat pods too. But I made this size circle, and now we're going to go ahead and stuff this. Let me get my stuffing. And you can use a pillow, or you can use the Stuff and Fluff, or the Polyfill. I don't know where I got Stuff and Fluff from. I just like made up my own name just now, you all. I don't even know what's up with that. What is up with that? I made my own name. Okay. Now there are lots of technical ways you could do this. I just want to make sure it's stuffed in. There are a lot of technical ways you can do this, but let's see. I'm going to try this out with this one. I didn't do it with this one, so I'm going to do it with this one and see if it works. You could use the smaller rubber bands too, but basically we still want some in the bottom, but I'm going to go ahead and just kind of stuff a little bit in there and just kind of make like that circle. I'm going to see if this works. This might not work because I did it very different with that one. And just kind of put a rubber band on it. But I do want it to be the right diameter. So I don't think we're going to use the rubber band. This is how I did it. I just kind of stuffed my stuffing in there. And then I just kind of stuffed and glued it around. So we're going to do that. You love that idea? I'm going to repost that video. It was really hard, and I put a disclosure in the front of it, like in the beginning of it and everything. So you could glue it just to kind of keep it in place, but you don't need to. So I don't need that anymore. So I do recommend when you're gluing like this, definitely use your, the dogs, it's been a Monday for the dogs. The dogs have been nonstop today as well. I don't know what is up with it. All right, so what I did was I just kind of fluffed it in there and I just kind of held it in place and then I just glued around. You don't have to do it too crazy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm alone. I'm alone. Yes, it's been a day. So the phones at work today were just nonstop. Just a lot of sick kids over the weekend just needed appointments, and we didn't even have enough appointments for them. And that's a very typical Monday, but it was just like crazy, extra crazy. Okay. So I'm just going to start gluing. And if you don't get it perfect, that's okay, because you could always go in and trim it up. You know, you can take some of the stuffing out. I got this on the wrong finger though. You can take some of the stuffing out, or you can put ribbon around it just to kind of make it a cleaner edge. But this is just an idea. Yes, girl, it was a crazy day. And it's okay. The dogs are just doing their job. They're excited. They see people. All right. Oh my gosh. Gotta move that over. And I just kind of hold it for a few seconds before I start gluing around again. So that's all we're going to do with that part. We're just going to glue around it. And I know this probably isn't completely dry, but it actually dries pretty fast, that chalk glue, or the chalk glue. Sandra, I'm having a same day as you. The chalk paint, not the chalk glue. Definitely do 2 coats of chalk paint though. You can even go, I might go in and do another coat even with it decorated like that, and I might seal it just so it's more, you know, reliable. Especially if you go like different places to sew, like if you're going to like a sewing group or something and you take your stuff with you. And I just kind of let it like overlap a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing, but that's what it will look like. Of course, you'll have glue strings everywhere like me, maybe. Yep, that definitely is not dry yet. All right, we're just gonna kind of roll through this. I know a lot of crafters are on right now too, so. Girl, I know it. You guys are going to see the skills of Christy. I just use my arms or any available body parts to hold my stuff up. I'm skilled like that. Just kidding. Obviously, I'm not. Obviously, I'm not. I just want to make sure I don't put my rough edges on the end there when I glue it down. Because we don't want the stuffing to stick out too far. Now, you could go back in at the very end and just add just a little bit more, kind of like if you were stuffing a pillow. I celebrated Mother's Day last year by making a gift for my daughter because my mom is gone, but Christy, oh Mom, are you embarrassing me? Christy made me a mom. Yes, I did make you a mom, didn't I? I'm an only child. I am an only child. I don't know. It's kind of sad. I know the people that like have siblings wish they were like an only child, but it's like when you want curly, it's like when you have curly hair and you want straight hair, or you have straight hair and you want curly hair. It's like that. Hi, Lindsay. How are you? This is what we're making, girl. We're making, these are a Mother's Day gift, or anybody that's like a mother to you gift. It's a little tea or coffee cup with, it's a pin cushion. These are for like your sewing lovers. So that's what we're making. Oops. So I just used a little pot from Dollar Tree, and now we're just tucking in like the stuffing and the fabric. And we're learning the skills of Christy that are non-existent. No, I'm kidding. I just try to be careful with, you know, I just use whatever able body parts I can to help me. Because sometimes we just don't have enough fingers to hold everything down. You guys, if you're not following Lindsay or Country Family Roots Sandra, you need to be, because they've got some really cute things. And Lindsay made a beautiful book the other day that I just fell in love with. It was fun watching that event. It was so last minute for me too. Can you show your watering can? It's packed right now because I had to get ready for the 80s event. So I don't have it with me, but yes, I will show it. I'll post it maybe. Okay, so it is a little lopsided, but that's okay. It's still holding. So that's what we need. Now you could put like cording in here. Oh, there's an echo. Okay. Well, go back out and come back in if you have an echo. You could put like a little bit of like cording in here to give it like a non-rough edge. I kind of like it like this though, even with a little bit of glue pieces sticking out. It's okay, because you could always move around your fabric or whatever you need to do. But there you go. There's part of it. Now, this is what I did to make the handle. You could do pretty much, you could do wire, you could do yarn, you could do clay. I just took this cording from Dollar Tree, the white kind, and I just kind of measured it out and made my handle that way. So what I did was the top, I kind of stuck underneath the lip of this. So I'll show you guys what I mean. Let me go ahead and put a little bit of glue in here. And then I make sure that it's nice and tight together, even if I have to cut it. So I just kind of stick it underneath so it doesn't look like it's fraying very much. And sometimes you can manipulate and squeeze the plastic just to kind of get it in there. At least that's what I did for the first one. And you could also put some Titebond in there too, because hot glue doesn't love plastic. It doesn't usually stick to plastic all that much, but that's all right. We're just going to do this for the live sake. Oops, I don't like that. Cut that off. It's starting to fray on me. Okay. And then what I did is I leave it on the long piece, and I just kind of measure it first how I want it to make it look like a handle. You don't have to have a handle. You can just make it like it's a regular like coffee cup. Thank you for sprinkling me. Hi, Cheryl. So then I just kind of lined it up here, and I gave myself just a little bit extra room to glue it down on the other side. And then I just cut it. Now for this one, I used the Titebond. I kind of made like a little circle. And you don't even have to probably put that much, but I did. And then I just used a little bit of the hot glue on this side. I've been using this Titebond a lot lately. That thing just breathed on me. You know how like when you let it go, you hear it? It was like it was breathing on me. That was so funny. Okay. And then of course you would hold it in place. And some of my handle's coming off. Let me fix that. I'm going to fix that first and then put this on. And the beauty about this is if you mess up your Titebond while it's still drying, you can always wipe it off. Like I got some there. All right, and there's your handle. So there's your handle for that. And Cheryl, this is what we're making in case you just joined me. We painted a pot from Dollar Tree, okay? You're back? Thank you for coming back, Sandra. Okay, and then let me put this aside and I'll show you the final product. So this is just a fun idea. You can even do this with kids if you know, watch them carefully. I'm just kind of sticking this glue up here more because this lace wanted to fall down on me and I didn't want it to fall down. Okay, so this is what we made, Cheryl. This is a little coffee cup or teacup, whatever you like. And then I made it into a pin cushion for like the moms that sew and stuff. So it's something homemade. It's something created. I always come back. Thank you. Yep. And then you can put this together. And what I was going to show you was like, because I wanted to make two. Because I think I'm going to give this, one away too to someone special, to me. But I always want to let that Titebond glue dry. Like doesn't want to stay put for me. So this is what I was thinking, you guys. You can always use whatever type of box. Now, I know a while ago I bought this box because we were going to do something with it. We're still going to do something with it. But I figured it would be really cute if you made them like their own like sewing kit. If you know they sew or any hobby that they like. Just put it all together and make a little cute pack. So like you guys know, I recently got my little sewing set over here. I did like a whole video on it. But like, get them like one of the little measuring things. You can get them like a new pair of pretty scissors. I mean, us women love our pretty scissors, you guys. Anytime I see a pretty pair of scissors like these, I grab them because who doesn't need extra scissors? I'm looking for scissors all the time and I own like 50 pair of scissors, but I still look for them all the time. So like you can put your cute little cup in here and your card with tissue paper and, you know, just kind of give it to them like that as a gift. I just think it's a really cute idea. I'm just here to give you some inspiration and ideas. But I've been wanting to make this a while and I just think it's super cute. It just looks like a little teacup. And you could put anything down here. Same, how does that, right? Sandra, I don't know. I think our family members know we own them and they sneak them. I know I've caught my daughters with my scissors in her room before. And she like does the walk of shame when she comes out and returns them to me. It's so funny. I'm sorry, you guys. The dog, the dog is just like super excited today. There's just been a lot of people walking around and neighbors coming in and out of their house and they're just protecting it. So anyway. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I do like to inspire you. So I think this would be really cute. Now you don't have to put like, I put like lace on this one. You don't have to put lace on that one. You can put ribbon on this one. It doesn't really matter, but you know, if you include like a couple of pin cushions, I think it would be really cute. And also, there was another idea I had. That glue does not want to stay on there. It's not dry yet, obviously. Hello, Lisa. How are you? Nice to have you. The other idea I had was, you guys have like, I know some of the sewers use the sewing clips So you could always put, well, that one doesn't work because they're small, but you could always put some of the sewing clips on the handle. So they have, you know, their choice. Or you could even do, like this is the big, large one from Dollar Tree. But like you can put like the little sewing clips on here. Because some people like the sewing clips, they don't like the pins. That's personally my choice. I always use clips because I hate poking myself. I constantly poke myself, you guys. It's so funny. Like, I just... It's Monday. Can you tell? Oh my goodness. But anyway, I've been wanting to make this for you for a long time. This is something just really cutesy that you could whip up real quick. You can make a couple of them, sell them at a craft show. You could also put beads or like a little wooden, like a half wooden bead to kind of hide that at the bottom. You could even put this on a little, you could put it like on a little pedestal. Like this. Like these are from Dollar Tree. And then put it like that. And then just have it say like, I love you, Mom. Of course, I need to stop. It's just say like, I love you, Mom, or whoever. And just have it kind of sit like that on the riser. I think that would be really cute too. But I'm a sewer, so I know we're always looking at our pin, you know, for our pin cushions and stuff. It's a little bit cuter than that tomato. So, hey, Amy. Oh, you're late, but you're here. That's okay. I'm about to sign off anyways because my dog is barking very loud and I'm about done with my craft. Amy, we made these cute little pin cushions out of Dollar Tree planters. And I do recommend 2 coats of the white chalk paint, okay? I just used Waverly. That's what I used. And then I used any kind of fabric so you can coordinate your paint colors with your fabric. It makes it look pretty and cutesy. So hello, Deborah. How are you? And then I just used the cording from Dollar Tree, if you can find it. They have the white one that's a more nautical look that made this, it looked better with this pot. Or they have the other one that's like the big fat jute. So anyway, it's amazing what you can do with just a few little things, with just a few little items, and how cute you can make things. So anyway, this little booger is going to dry over here. And I think I am out for the night, you guys. I will be on tomorrow with another craft. I am going to be running over to Dollar Tree and seeing if I can find some cookie sheets because I definitely need some now so I can do tomorrow's craft. And I'm going to go take care of these puppies because they're driving me crazy today. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. That is all for me tonight. I hope this inspires you to make something for that special somebody, maybe a mother or somebody that's like a mother to you. I love you guys. Have a good night.